Hi everybody. I just got home from work literally. I am heating up some water. My little coffee maker stopped working and I am heating up water, which I will pour through the filter, thus making a cup of coffee in a weird way. I just have to pick up another one. And I reheat coffee. Yes, I do. So I just got done reheating this cup. And I just wanted to check in with all of you. And a thought came to mind as I left work and literally walking down the hallway and listening to machinery and just, if I may be frank with you, just thanking the Lord for helping me make it through a rough work week. And it's almost as though I have to fight for every hour and every penny. And that's okay. I'm just dealing. And I got in the door and the thought came to mind that I had to take off my rose-colored glasses and face reality and see things for what they are. And I started getting a little tearful as I thought about my granddaughter and my grandson. And nothing's wrong with them, they're fine. It's just that I know that I'm not going to be able to see them for a very, very long time. And just because of a situation, not by my choice. That is just how it is. And I have accepted that. So I'm walking down the little hallway there and I'm walking to my car and, well, the rental car. No, my car still isn't ready. Yet again, another week. The rental folks, the car dealer has taken over paying, for the rental of the car. Yes, they have. The insurance company is done. As far as providing the rental car. So now the dealer recognizing that this has been delayed yet another week, and I says, well, I don't know what you want me to do here because I have to turn this car in today, which was yesterday. And they says, don't worry about it. We will cover it until your car, we'll cover it to the end until your car is fixed. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I'm a little bit tired. But I just wanted to check in, and I don't want to sound all poo-poo or whatever. But I've decided to accept reality as far as my family is concerned. I don't think I'm going to be seeing them. I don't. And it's not my choice. And it's something that I accept. The other thing is, despite that, I still pray for my family. Yes, I do. I'm talking about, you know, my son and my daughter-in-law and my grandchildren. I pray for them still. Yes, I do. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced a situation where it's just how it is, and you tighten up and accept. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I just know that I wanted to come in here and check in. There's something else I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember. How you all doing out there? I hope all is well. And I'm not trying to be sappy, even though I'm being sappy. I am not giving up or giving in. The Master in heaven did not promise me that I would not go through trials and tribulations, but He has promised to hold my hand, put His arm around my shoulder, so to speak, and hold me up as I deal with each and every situation, whether it's a work situation, a family situation, a financial situation. A lot of you, things are very tight financially. I know you're turning the camera on and you're smiling, but you have a little bit of concern in the background somewhere. It's life. It's just how it is. And driving home, as I drive by the same gas station every day, the gas prices are up 20 cents a gallon. I think it's to like $3.89 a gallon. They're trying to push that up to $4. I don't know what's happening with this country. I just know that what's wrong is right, and what's right is wrong. And I'm looking at some of the things that are in the news. If you turn YouTube on, sometimes the most popular thing will pop up first before you sign in. And I've seen some of the news stories. And I won't go into detail, but the one that's just popping up all the time. When I first saw one particular story, I looked at this person and I just cried. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. As they choose to do what they're doing. And I've removed the rose-colored glasses. I'm facing the reality. I accept the reality. And I was looking at some photographs of my mother. And if I can get this one for you, I think I have a couple here. There are times where I don't want to turn the camera on because I realize that I'm going to be doing what I'm doing right now, which is kind of prattling on a little bit. But I decided to go ahead and do it anyway. Because I just want to check in with you. Now this is her at my eldest sister's wedding. I do think I look like her. And then this is our last photograph together on that same day. And this is going to sound weird, but I just talk about all different kinds of things. I think some of you that have been with me since 2013 know that. I thought about her final moments as she left this planet and she was alone. And I do believe she was 62 and I am 55. Be 56 in October. And I had similar thoughts, when I was very depressed. She left, she committed suicide. I had similar thoughts. And then I said to myself, I will not let your life, Mama, be in vain. I will not let your life be in vain. I will keep going. And then I thought, will I leave the planet just like her, alone, not really having much of anything to leave anybody? And the thought comes to mind that I am leaving some very positive words of encouragement to all of you. I was here for the birth of my grandson and helping my son and daughter-in-law by having them stay here. I was here for my son when he got out of the military. I was there for my sister who needed someone to go with her as she was frightened about her mammography appointment, and I drove over 500 miles just to be with her. And I was at my job one day, and my other job, and the Lord put it upon my heart. There's an inspection station in the back, that when you bring your cart to the back, I want you to say hello to her and ask her how she's doing. At least that's the sense that I got. Normally you drop it off and just keep it moving and get another one. So I stopped and I handed the cart over and I said, "How are you doing today?" And then this just came out after that. You know, God loves you very much, and so do I. And she says, "You know what I was thinking about doing? I was thinking about," I've told this story before. I was thinking about taking all of the medications in my medicine cabinet. I was thinking about taking all of them. And I said, "You don't realize what a ginormous hole you would leave on this planet if you weren't here." And I talked to her a little bit about my mom. So, I guess the thought is this: if you are thinking that your life is insignificant, if you are thinking that you don't matter, you do. Think about certain set situations, maybe like what I've described. Then you were a shoulder for someone to cry, to lean on and cry on. You were a couple of ears for someone to listen to as you describe a situation or an experience. You were the person that said good morning and how are you to the stranger that was on just about to give up, let's just say. Now, what is your point, Miss Fab? You're very important. The things that you think are so small are really huge. The enemy will step in and tell you and tell me that my life really means nothing, that I am insignificant. But we are. If you're afraid, I think there's a scripture that says perfect love casts out all fear. If you are feeling depressed and alone, you are frightened and terrified about a situation, if you will extend yourself to someone else with some words of encouragement, going to their home and helping them out, before you know it, your mind will be off the situation. Perfect love casts out all fear. If you are loving on another human being, listening to another human being, feeding another human being, hugging a tearful human being, you'll soon discover that that terrifying fear in the pit of your gut will dissipate. Yes, it will. I've experienced it over and over again. I am not giving up on the King of Glory. I am not giving up on the King of Glory, who, I didn't know who he was, but at the age of about 11, I started talking to something that I didn't recognize, that I didn't know. My mother would send us or take us to church. I think we went to Catholic church, but there was no explanation of it. She did her best. And let me see, that was about the age of 11, so 44 years later, still hanging in there. I have not been a perfect servant. No, I haven't. Isn't it a shame that you get into your 40s and your 50s, for some of us, I'll just speak for myself, and finally just wising up to the truth? How would you like someone to call you their very best friend, and you hardly ever talk to them? You're calling them your very best friend, and you're ignoring them. I dare say, sometimes I think about God, and I think that's what he thinks. Now that's just in my small human, in the human. You say that you love me. There are times when you ignore me. You say that you love me. There are times you won't read my love letter, my words that I left you. You say that you love me. And there are times where you won't seek me in prayer. You say that you love me. And when things are going well, you forget about me. But you told me that I was your very best friend. Guilty. I've done that. No more. Anyways, I've prattled on long enough. I just wanted to check in, share some thoughts, and let you know how much I love you. Miss Fab, you always say that you love us. Are you just saying that? No. Last year, when I was, months ago, technically last year, I was on unemployment until the beginning of this year. And things got very tight and very thin. I would go over to my post office box, and several of you just sent me things. I dare say several of you took care of me and helped me. I am ever so grateful for that. I'm not trying to get too melancholy. I am very grateful for that. You see someone has a need, and they don't ask, and you extend yourself to that person. Now that's love. That's love. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for all that you have done for me. Thank you so much. I know this is probably a long video. You know how we put ourselves under pressure to have a short video? Well, sorry about the length of this one. I love you all so very much. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.